Today's bonus video is brought to you by Prosthetic Testicles. You'll need them when I cut your balls off.
Hey there guys, it's Ryan here with RNRT Gaming again, and this week I got a bonus video for you. And what you're watching right now is some Black Ops 2 Slums gameplay. I get a swarm, and I probably would have doubled up on it, but the friggin' game ended. And my friggin' teammate calls in a swarm before me, and just completely craps up the entire thing, because my swarm ends up getting like 2 kills. But, okay, besides that point, what this week's video is, I'm calling it Weapon Warfare Friday. This is like a little mini series through bonus videos where we pit one weapon against the other from 2 different games. And this week I'm doing the Omni-Blade or Omni-Tool, whatever the balls you want to call it, from Mass Effect, and the Energy Sword from Halo. And this, like, you guys can put in the comments, what do you think won, god dang it, I can't speak, which one you think won, and then, I'll talk about in the next Weapon Warfare video. So let's get started. I'm going to list off some, like, stats about the Omni-Tool. What it is it's a handheld device that wraps around your arm that, it can be used by many different types of, I guess, I'm not really sure, types of soldiers. Like, if anybody who's ever played Mass Effect, they know there's the Infiltrator, the Engineer, the Sentinel, the Batarian, I'm just reading these off, the Paladin, all those different types of things. And each one of those classes has a specific, well, two things. They have a specific use for it. Like, say the Engineer can shoot out like an incendiary blast from it, but they can also use it as a blade to slice across people. And, like, some of these are actually really friggin' cool. Like, the Destroyer has a, like, double-bladed, the double-ended Omni-Blade that extends down the length of their, I don't really know what you call it, but the length of their arm and forward, so it's like, it's double-ended, so they can just try to backslap people, stab them in the face, which is pretty freaking cool. And, this is just some general stuff that it can do. It's got a flashlight, a scanner, it can repair items, it dispenses Metagel, which is basically healing stuff for those who don't know Mass Effect. It, is used for programming, hacking. It's a camera, video, audio, and holographic communication. Downloading, it can play video games. Alright, I think it wins right there. But it can download and play video games, convert items into Omnigel, and it can manufacture objects too, which is kind of awesome. And the main thing that we're focusing on right here is the blade of it. And, well, what we're really talking about here is, like, 2 things: which one's cooler and which one would win in a fight. So this thing, the main thing about it is it can do a ton of different things, and it has a pretty unique blade to it, because the blade is also it's elemental. Like I said, the Engineer can shoot an incendiary blast out of it. Their blade is also incendiary. It's flaming. And, I mean, that's just about it from it. And it's pretty useful. Like, it's not a one-hit. When it was originally made, it was used for killing husks, which were the really annoying small guys that died in like 2 hits. But it's a one-hit on those guys, but it's not really a one-hit on anybody else. So just keep that in mind. And the other weapon, the Energy Sword from Halo, one of my favorite friggin' weapons of all time. This thing is amazing. But what it is, well, it's changed a lot through the different games. But yeah, I'm just gonna use the Type 1 Energy Sword, which was the original Halo one. It is made completely out of electrons, which I think is pretty awesome, actually. The handle emits an electronic field, and it also has a magnetic field to it, which attracts, like, it keeps the blades held together, which is how it makes the pronged, like, look of it. And one thing I actually like, it's used only by the Sangeli, or more commonly known, the Elites, which are the highest ranking people in Halo, or the highest ranking Covenant. And this kind of I laughed at this. I enjoyed this very much, because what I found out is the fact that once the Elites learn how to use, and once they're proficient in energy sword combat, they can't get married. They literally cannot be married to a female elite. Or, you know, I don't know what they get married to in Covenant terms, but, literally, but they can still breed as to pass down the swordsman genes. And also, the energy sword is a religious item. It's literally like a religious relic. And I don't understand that, but anyway, getting back to the energy sword, like the combat style of it, it literally will slice through, cauterize, and burn anything that it touches. Any skin, any material. So it is a killer. It will rip you in half. And most of the time, if you get touched by it, you're dead. One fall down to this is that it has a limited amount of battery to it. And anybody who's ever played Halo knows that it depletes by 10% every time. And the Omni tool has no battery to it, but it's not as powerful as the energy sword. But one thing I learned of it is that the Covenant actually put a lot of work into making it, because in the first Halo, whenever an elite would die, it has a failsafe on it, on the energy sword, that whenever it senses its holder dying, it will literally kill the electron field, and it'll suck all the energy inward, making the handle implode upon itself and just destroying the entire thing, so that enemies could not get it. I think that's really, really cool, because, I mean, you know, that's well thought out. But another thing is that it damage per hit, it depletes 1 2/3 of a shield, and it's completely fatal if it's a lunge. It kills every single type of Spartan, elite, in any game. And I mean, that's pretty freaking powerful right there. I love this weapon. It's so awesome. But and plus it has some freaking amazing assassinations. But so after, you know, it can still be used after like all the power's gone from it, and it can just be used to smack people in the face with it, but it's not as useful, just because that counts as melee damage. But that's all the time I have for this one, guys, and post what you think won in the comments, and I will put the Wikipedia articles to both the weapons in the description. And as always, have a great day.